Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Sapna Dadwal. I'm working as a professor in the Department of Management at St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management. This is lecture number 13 of Organizational Behavior. This subject is taught in CSE, ETC, Civil Engineering in the fourth semester. So this is lecture number 13 of Unit 4. The topic I am going to cover in this lecture are organizational culture. I am going to discuss meaning and definition of organizational culture. Then I am going to discuss characteristics of organizational culture, types of organizational culture, then factors affecting organizational culture. So I'm starting with the definition of organizational culture. So organizational culture includes an organization's expectations, experiences, philosophy, as well as the values that guide members' behavior and is expressed in members' self image, inner working, interaction with the outside world, and future expectations. Culture is based on shared attitude, belief, customs, and written and unwritten rules that have been developed over time and are considered valid. So, in the words of Needle, culture also includes the organization's vision, values, norms, systems, symbols, language, assumptions, belief, and habits. In the words of Deal and Kennedy, organization, simply stated, organizational culture is the way things are done around here. So, while the above definition of culture express how the construct plays out in the workplace, other definitions stress employees' behavior components and how organizational culture directly influences the behavior of employees within an organization. Under this set of definition, organizational culture, in the words of Ravasi and Schulz, organization culture is a set of shared assumptions that guide what happens in the organizations by defining appropriate behavior for various situations. I'm going to discuss one more definition, that is by Schrott. Organization culture affects the way people and groups interact with each other, with clients, with stakeholders. Also, organizational culture may influence how much employees identify their organization. So, it is very clear from this what organization culture means. Now, the next topic is characteristics of organization culture. The first characteristic is innovation, that is risk orientation. So, it is like companies with culture that place a high value on innovation encourage their employees to take risks and innovate in the performance of their job. And the companies with culture that place a low value on innovation expect their employees to do their jobs and same way that they have been trained to do them without looking for ways to improve their performance. Then second characteristic is precision orientation or attention to detail. These characteristics of organizational culture dictate the degree to which employees are expected to be accurate in their work. A culture that places a high value on attention to detail expect its employees to perform their work with precision. A culture that places a low value on this characteristic doesn't. Then the third characteristic is emphasis on outcome, that is achievement orientation. So organizations that focus on result but not how the results are achieved place a high emphasis on this value of organization culture. A organization that instruct its sales force to do whatever it takes to get sales order has a culture that places a high value on the emphasis on outcome characteristics. Now the next characteristic of the organization culture is emphasis on people or fairness orientation. So companies or organizations that place a high value on these characteristics of organizational culture places a great deal of importance on how their decisions will affect the people and their organization. And for these type of organization, it is important to treat their employees with respect and dignity. The next characteristic is teamwork. Companies or organizations that organize work activities around teams instead of individuals place a high value on this characteristics of organization culture. People who work for these types of companies or organizations tend to have positive relationship with their co-workers and managers. Now the next characteristic is aggressiveness, that is competitive orientation. These characteristics of organization culture dictate whether group members are expected to be assertive or easygoing. When dealing with companies, they compete within the marketplace. So companies with an aggressive culture place a high value on competitiveness and outperforming the competition at all cost. The next characteristics of organization culture is a stability or rule orientation. A company whose culture places a high value on stability is rule oriented, predictable, and bureaucratic in nature. These types of companies typically provide consistent and predictable level of output and operate best in non changing market conditions. Now, the next topic is types of organizational culture. First type of organizational culture is a normative culture. In such a culture, the norms and procedures of the organization are predefined and the rules and regulations are set as per the existing guidelines. The employees behave in an ideal way and strictly adhere to the policies of organization. No employees dares to break the rules and stick to the already laid policies. Second culture is pragmatic culture. In a pragmatic culture, more emphasis is placed on the clients and the external parties. Customer satisfaction is the main motive of the employees in a pragmatic culture. Such organizations treat their client as gods and do not follow any set rules. So every employee strives hard to satisfy his clients to expect maximum business from their side. The next culture is academic culture. Organizations following academic cultures hire skilled individuals. The roles and responsibilities are delegated according to the background, educational qualification, and work experience of the employees. Organizations following academic culture are very particular about training of existing employees. They ensure that various training programs are being conducted at workplace to hone the skills of the employees. So the management makes sincere effort to upgrade the knowledge of employees to improve their professional competence. The employees in an academic culture stick to the organization for a longer duration and also grows with it. Educational institutions, universities, hospitals practice such culture. Now the next culture is baseball team culture. A baseball team culture considers the employees as the most treasured possession of the organization. The employees are the true assets of the organization who have major role in its successful functioning. In such a culture, the individuals always have an upper edge and they do not bother much about their organization. Advertising agencies, event management companies, financial institutions follow such culture. The next culture is a club culture. Organizations following a club culture are very particular about employees they recruit. The individuals are hired as per their specialization, education, qualification, and interest. Each one does what he is best at. The high potential employees are promoted suitably, and appraisals are a regular feature of such culture. Then comes Fortis culture. There are certain organizations where the employees are not very sure about their career and longevity. Such organizations follow fortress culture. The employees are terminated if the organization is not performing well. Individuals suffer the most when the organization is at loss. So stock broking industries follow such a culture. Then next is a tough guy culture. In a tough guy culture, feedbacks are essential. The performance of the employees is reviewed from time to time and their work is thoroughly monitored. Team managers are appointed to discuss queries with the team members and guide them whenever required. The employees are under constant watch in such a culture. Then next one is bet your company culture. So organizations which follow bet your company culture take decisions which involve a huge amount of risk, and the consequences are also unforeseen. The principles and policies of such an organizations are formulated to address sensitive issues, and it takes time to get the results. Now, next is a process culture. As the name suggests, the employees in such a culture adhere to the processes and procedures of the organization. Feedbacks and performance reviews do not matter much in such organizations. The employees abide by the rules and regulations and work according to the ideologies of the workplace. All government organizations follow such culture. Now, the next topic is factors affecting organization culture. Culture represents the belief, ideology, policies, practice of an organization. It gives the employees a sense of direction and also controls the way they behave with each other. So, the work culture brings all the employees on a common platform and unites them at the workplace. There are several factors which affect the organization culture. The first factor is people. The first and the foremost factor affecting culture is the individual working within the organization. The employees contribute in their own way to the culture of the workplace. The attitude, the mentalities, interests, perception, even the thought process of people working in the organization affect the organization culture. Example is organization which hire individuals from army or defense background tend to follow a strict culture where all the employees abide by the set guidelines and policies. The employees are hardly late to work. It is the mindset of the employees which forms the culture of the place. So organization with the majority of youngsters encourage healthy competition at the workplace, and employees are always on the toes to perform better than the fellow workers. The next point is the gender of the employees also affects the organization culture. So organizations where male employees dominate the female counterparts follow a culture where late sitting is a normal feature. The male employees are more aggressive than the female one, who instead would be caring and short-hearted. So gender also affects the organization culture. The next feature or the next factor which affects the organization culture is the nature of business. The nature of business also affects the culture of organization. Stockbroking industries, financial services, banking industries are all dependent on external factors like demand and supply, market cap, earning per share, so on. When the market crashes, these industries have no other option than to terminate employees and eventually affect the culture of the place. So, market fluctuations lead to unrest, tension, and severely demotivate the individuals. The management also feels helpless when circumstances can be controlled by none. So, individuals are unsure about their careers as well as growth in such organizations. So, it is very clear the nature of business affects the organization culture as well. Now, the next factor which affects the organization cultures is the goal and objective of the organization. The culture of the organization is also affected by its goals and objectives. The strategies and procedures designed to achieve the targets of the organization also contribute to its culture. Individuals working with government organization adhere to the set guidelines but do not follow a procedure of feedback, thus forming its culture. Fast paced industries like advertising, event management companies expect the employees to be attentive, aggressive, and hyperactive. Next factor which affect the culture is customers and external parties of the organization. So the clients, customers, and the external parties to some extent also affects the work culture of the organization. Organization catering to UK, US clients have no other option but to work in shift to match their timings, thus forming the culture. So, customers and external parties also affects the culture of the organization. The next is the style of management. The management and its style of handling the employees also affect the culture of the workplace. There are certain organizations where the management allows the employees to take their own decisions and let them participate in strategy making. In such a culture, employees get attached to their management and look forward to long term association with the organization. The management must respect the employees to avoid a culture where the employees just work for money and nothing else. They treat the organization as mere source of earning money and look for a change in the short span of time. So, it is very clear that how style of management affects the organization culture. Now, the next is role of organization culture. The various role of organization cultures are given below. The first is culture unites or brings together employees by providing a sense of identity with the organization. It is culture only who brings together all the employees of the organization and people and provide a sense of identity with the organization. Second is organization culture is an informal control mechanism. So organization culture control for itself is a control mechanism. Then organization culture facilitate open communication channels in the organization. Then culture enables organization to differentiate themselves from one another. Culture often generate commitment, superseding personal interest, etc. Culture sets organization norms, rules, and standards. Thereby, culture enables employees to function in an organization by teaching them how to behave. Then, organization culture is a shared understanding. Cultures becomes especially important in a program or a project based organization. Such an organization, the hierarchy is flat and decision making is moved to the project or program purpose, units, and department. In this context, culture provides the guiding light towards the achievement of goals and objectives of the organization. Then, organization culture or culture prevailing in the organization enhances mutual trust and cooperation among the employees in the organization. Then, fewer disagreement and more efficient decision making processes. All this is possible because of the organization culture. So, if the culture is cordial, then there will be a very fewer disagreement and more efficient decision making processes. The next one is a strong sense of identification. So, if the culture is strong, the employees will have a strong sense of identification with the organization. They'll be loyal to organization and they will feel a part of organization. The next is assisting employees in making sense of their behavior by providing justification of behaviors. So this is all in this lecture number 13. These are the questions which are related to the above topic discussed in this lecture. If any query is there, please do contact me. Any confusion there, you can always contact me. Thank you. Thank you so much.